Treyarch just brought back the Essex Model 07 marksman rifle from Black Ops 4 Zombies, and it might just be the best marksman rifle in Black Ops 6. Believe me, what this thing can do is actually insane. First things first, as always, here is the loadout that I'm running with the Essex Model 07. Now the attachments are going to make a lot more sense once we pack-a-punch this thing, because this has a special pack-a-punch effect. It's a pack-a-punch effect that we've seen on other weapons here in Black Ops 6, and that's going to be near perfect hip-fire accuracy. And for a gun like this, a lever action, that's pretty strong. And I did decide to play some Liberty Falls here today, just because it's been a little while. I thought I might revisit the map again. I know it's been kind of one of my least favorite maps to play, but playing Grief and playing this map again, it gives me another appreciation, at least on some level, of what this map does. Maps like this and the Tomb and Shattered Vale, in my opinion, I dislike a little bit more than like Citadel and Terminus, because obviously I'm not a big fan of the reused wonder weapons or the reused bosses. But outside of that, I know that's hard to look past, at least it's hard for me to look past it. This is one of the, in my opinion, best designed, like, first zombie maps that you could play. There's a reason why everyone, including myself, says that this is like the brand new Kino. It's because this map does a great job of introducing you to the mechanics of Black Ops 6 and the mechanics of zombies in general, which is a very special thing to do as a designer. So they really like the areas, the flow of the map that teaches you doors, it teaches about pack-a-punch, it gives you a little splice of the dark ether, the craziness that is zombies, and there's a ton of training spots. So you can really practice your zombie game, and I appreciate the design of this map, even though the atmosphere, the weapons, the Easter egg, the no-set crew, the reused bosses, and the reused wonder weapon, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm disappointed with the map for. In terms of design, I appreciate what it does. I really do wish I was a better writer or speaker. I've always wanted to make really in-depth retrospective like J.R. Rizzo or now Afterlife. I'm just not that talented. But talking about the Essex Model 07, this was notoriously one of the worst guns in Black Ops 4 Zombies, along with the starter pistol, the Welling pistol, that's what that was. That was a really bad gun, at least in terms of the camo grind. You had to get like 3,000 headshots and they lowered it a little bit later. But the Essex was just as bad, really pitiful damage, not a lot of ammo, slow rate of fire, didn't really feel very good, and man was it rough. But here in Black Ops 6, you'll notice we're dealing like 500 damage from the start. We're on round 5 and we're still one-shotting zombies to the head. Really good. But I did mention that this gets a secret pack-a-punch effect, which we can figure out right now. Once we pack-a-punch it, we have a perfect hip-fire accuracy. You do not need to aim down sights. Even tack stance, you can see it's the same tack stance or hip fire, which means that in terms of our stock attachment, if you watched one of my recent videos about all of the stock attachments, we are running, I believe it's the light stock, which will give us more movement speed when we're hip firing, not aiming down sights, hip firing. And just with Pack-a-Punch 1, you can see we are doing 2,000 damage with just Pack-a-Punch 1. And believe me, I've used this gun a little bit before recording this. No, Dennis Riffle, no, come on. Oh, dang it. I'm sorry, Dennis. You got away from me. But what this thing can do is pretty nuts. And we are doing the Easter egg today on Liberty Falls, just because it's a quick one. And like I said, I don't do it often. And so I thought it would be pretty nice to get back to it. Plus, what this thing does against manglers and abominations is pretty cool. Name a better duo than Instakill and the Standstill Trial. This is great. Let's just sit ourselves in a corner, get some headshots, and just like so, this will be done. Beautiful. Notice how I'm still just hitting headshots even when hip firing so far away. Well, at least when I can hit them. There we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, a blue tool. Nice. That's gonna help out so much with our progression. Now we're dealing 4,000 damage. 4,000 damage is like what some SMGs and assault rifles do once they're max pack-a-punched. Granted, they have a much faster rate of fire than this, but nonetheless, this thing is going to be pretty fun. And it's round 8, and we already have enough salvage to get an epic rarity weapon. Now we're dealing 6,000 damage. And at this point, I should probably go get some perks so we can go start this Easter egg, or at least start building the jet gun. And I think I'll go with Speed Cola and Jug first, because because like I said, we're gonna get this Easter egg started and I want to reload quickly so that I always have ammo. We already picked up the little faucet type thing, water valve. We can get this started. And once we start getting hit, we'll throw a decoy way across the way. And then once that's done, we can throw another decoy. And you know what? Might as well pop an ether shroud here. Why not? We're almost done. Probably the most relaxed valve step I've ever done so far on Liberty Falls. And now we just need to wait for Dennis Riffle to respawn and then wait for round 11 where we can get a mangler. Oh, and we just got a mangler cannon from a SAM trial. Nice. And is Dennis over here? Dennis. I always forget about Dennis nowadays. I'm sorry. And I can already tell just from the few times I've used this gun, this is going to be a gun that's better to use in practice than it is on paper. Because in practice with the slower rate of fire, even though it has high damage. Oh, Dennis, hello. Goodbye. There we go. The high damage is great, but when it's only a single target, that's going to be pretty tough. And so the damage per second is going to be kind of misleading. It's going to be like any gun that has good penetration damage, almost like the Dissector. And if we're dealing, 6,000 damage with Pack-a-Punch 1, just you wait until we're at triple Pack-a-Punch. But hey, it's round 11 anyway. I got a mangler cannon. Let's break into here. Do we have any special parts for us? Pretty please. How about there? There we go. Oh boy. This ain't great. I've got a bunch of zombies coming in. Let's get out of here, get a way through. Nice. Hello, mangler. Let's see what this thing does to a mangler. Pop. Oh, wow. Oh, and a death machine, I'll take that for sure. This is gonna be pretty hard to use against armor, just like most high damage weapons are. They're gonna really limit how much damage you could do with that armor. But if you run dead wire, break off all of the armor pieces, then I think we're gonna be in good shape. But even still, we're still dealing so much damage. I think it's still a one shot. Yeah, it's a one shot to the body right now. Plus, I do have double standard on. So depending on how high of a damage it ultimately ends up as a body shot, this could be really strong. But anyway, let's head on up here. Speaking of really strong, and oh, what? Oh, I didn't pick up the thing from the thing. I always forget that after the water valve step. And there we go. Perfect. But as we were saying, weapons from old games that used to be bad that are now good. Speaking of, jet gun. And beautiful. Let's just get these guys out of here. Oh boy. Pardon me. So sorry. And now we can finally get the Easter egg going. In fact, I'm gonna flip the round because I would like some more points going. But over here we have the second piece of the LTG device that we're building. Like there. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna do this SAM trial mainly because I would love to get like a double tap or dead shot early or even a Voltrade. Okay, a SAM trap. Well, that's gonna be tough. What I like to do with this SAM trial is I like to gather up the zombies out here, and there's a lot of them that spawn in, so this should be pretty decent. And then I just come in here. The Aetherella trap is free. I'll jump in here, kind of duck down, and keep an eye out for any zombies that crawl in, maybe throw a little decoy. And I think Aetherella might be done. Nope, she's not. That was just the whole horde. So I just crouch down, move around. I crouch down because Aetherella can hurt you just like that. There you go. And then 4 more, we should be nearly there. Good. And there's our max ammo for the round. Please give us a perk. Oh, there's quick revive at least. Okay. Always love me some SAM trials. Oh, hello, Mr. Mangler. Let's get that helmet off of you again and then see if you're still a one shot. You are. Let's go ahead and officially turn on the Easter egg, which will spawn in this part piece up here that we can just collect. Oh, you know what? I was gonna double Pack-a-Punch this gun, but well, actually, no, I will. If we kill him fast, we can kill him on the trap fast, we just might accidentally kill them a little bit sooner, but oh, and we don't even have enough to double Pack-a-Punch, and now we do. So let's double Pack-a-Punch this thing and see how much damage we're doing. Oh wow, 12,000 damage with an epic rarity purple Pack-a-Punch 2 Essex. That's insanity. And we can build this LTG now. That amount of damage just reminds me that I really need to start testing out the sniper rifles and their damage. I know they can probably be just as crazy, but this marksman rifle it feels a little bit lighter. It feels a lot more maneuverable. And I love the Pack-a-Punch effect. I really do. I don't think Black Ops 6 gets enough credit for the special Pack-a-Punch Pack-a-Punch effects. I think everybody looks at Black Ops 1 is like, oh my goodness, that was great because of the underbarrel grenade launcher and the crossbow. But outside of that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you how many special Pack-a-Punch effects there were in Black Ops 1, but I feel like there's so many in Black Ops 6. There's at least one per gun in Black Ops 6 or one per weapon class. But I will place the canister there. I know that's not optimal, so speedrunners forgive me. I still need to learn how to speed run this map. I actually have the under 30-minute speedrun calling card, Dark Ops calling card, but I never actually did it. I thought I did because I did it really fast one time, but turns out when the game first came out, when you saved and quit, oh dang it, when you saved and quit and then completed it, that also counted as an under 30 minutes because it didn't take the time. Oh dang it, this might be really difficult with this if I have really bad aim. But yeah, it only measured from when you saved and quit, and that match time as opposed to how long you've actually been playing the game. Dang it. But I think that's fixed now. But dang it, this gun keeps dealing this amount of damage. We might just have a really easy speed run on our hands. And there's the portal. I really should have tier 2 armor for this. And of course, it's an abomination, but let's see how much damage. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. That's a one tap to its head. Okay, yeah, come over here. Pretty please. And then I think I just want to turn this on. I think we're just going to destroy him. I think that's all this is going to be. And then he's going to open up that. And if I can aim, we can shoot him. And there you go. That's it. That's the canister. Oh, dude, I think this is going to be a really easy boss fight. Can I not jump up there? Come on now. It's okay. I'll use the ladder. And this is kind of why I wanted to do Liberty Falls, because like we've been doing Citadel, we've been doing Terminus, we've been doing well, actually, I just don't want to play Shattered Veil, and the Tombs boss fight doesn't really give a good judgment on weapons, and this one doesn't either, but HVT abominations and manglers can be a pretty good way of gauging some damage. Plus, it's just fun, it's fast, and it's something a little different. So there is one ether canister done. We are going to grab our Strauss counter. We are going to go down. Oh my, I swear something's happened. I have become such a terrible zombies player lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just distracted, if being a married man now, I just can't focus on video games anymore. That's not true. It's my job. Something's happened. I don't know. I feel so bad at Black Ops 6 now, which is terrible because Black Ops 6 is so easy. I think PhD trials are my favorite from the SAM trials. I don't know why. They're just so fun. And nothing but a lame kill streak. That's okay. I wanted PhD anyway. And now we have a legendary weapon on round 15 and an abomination. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Oh yeah. Let's just do that. 17,000 damage. That was like half of the abomination's health in one shot. It was more than half. So we're just gonna, okay, let's let him ram us. Do that little thing. Yep, hello. And then open your mouth, pretty please. We're in this narrow hallway. Boom, there you go. We two-shot the abomination. I mean, it was the first abomination, but still. Now, because it's been a while since we've done the Liberty Falls Easter egg, I do want to point out this step where we have the Strauss counter, we're neutralizing dark ether like energies, and they're really hard to see on YouTube. They're hard to see for me right here, but there's like a little dark ether wisp right there. That's what we're neutralizing. I'll see if I can't show you the other one, but I've seen a lot of people been like, oh, is this an undiscovered Easter egg? No, that's part of the main quest. This is part of the dark ether tear that we're trying to neutralize, which is why when it's red, we have to move it to green, just like so. And that will neutralize that little dark ether field, I guess. I think this one might be the easiest one to see. Let's hop on over here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You can see that purple little wisp thing. Yeah, that's what we're neutralizing. So now this is low. We need to neutralize it. So we need to set this to high, which is going to be red. And once we've neutralized all three of those, we'll get these beams of energy going from all of these things. I think that'll neutralize that. Yep, it's disappeared. You can see it just disappeared on screen, like right there. And then all of these beams will unlock the ether canister. And we can just bring that back through the zip lines, and we will place this one right here. And of course, like I do every single time, I forgot the LTG device. And even this Easter egg, I appreciate, like mechanically, it's a very simple Easter egg. It's not like the pinnacle of all Easter eggs, but it kind of walks you through the basics of an Easter egg. Hey, you have to build this wonder weapon through these different environmental cues. You have to take that wonder weapon, and you've been seeing these purple glowy things in inaccessible areas, you have to use that wonder weapon in a unique way. You have to build something 3 different parts in different locations. You might be asked to solve a puzzle like with the Strauss counters, or you might be asked to do a skill challenge like a physical in-game gameplay challenge like protecting this game or this portal. And then you have a boss encounter, which it's pretty easy, but it's just souped up versions of different bosses. All the while, people are giving you kind of context clues in terms of our characters in the story, and you're listening to the narrative. It's such a good starter map. This might be the most perfect on-disc starter map if you've never played zombies before ever. Obviously, I wish it was a little bit more atmospheric. As much as I love like Shadows of Evil and even like a map like 9, which was really good, they weren't really good at introducing people into the new mechanics. Even though 9 sort of was with the perk system, it was still a little bit different. It was still pretty challenging to get the wonder weapon and everything. I mean, it wasn't too terrible, but I'm ranting here. Let's knock off your helmet. Let's see how much damage we're doing. Okay, that's not too much. I might do one more. Yeah, okay. You're at 1 shot now. So we're just gonna start up this trap, get you trapped in here, and then we'll shoot you one more time. Get the max ammo, get this, and now, I mean, yeah, it's been 32 minutes, and usually people are done with the boss fight right now, but I'm taking my time. I'm having fun on Liberty Falls, okay? I just need to be very careful to put this in here and not initiate the boss fight just yet. And now I would really like to grind out some rounds, grind out some points, so I can get like dead shot and double tap, vulture aid, all the fun stuff for this Easter egg. And of course, I am putting napalm burst on this thing so we do even more damage to abominations and manglers. And I don't think I'm going to use the Sam or the Etherella trap during the boss fight, just because, you know, I think this gun's gonna do just fine. And what's a mangler gonna do when we headshot it? 24,000 damage. Pack-a-punch 2, 24,000 damage with the elemental damage against a mangler. That's just otherworldly. Oh, hello, abomination. Let's see how much damage I can do. Okay, you're gonna charge me twice. There we go. Let's see what we got here. 26,000 damage. Not quite half the damage like we did last time, but it's round 20. So that's fairly understandable. Oh, here we go. Another one of those. Let's see if I can't shoot him through the zombies here. Okay, I think we got him. Yeah, one more head to go. Let's just get out of his way. Oh, never mind. You know what? This is fine too. Hi, buddy. Yeah, can you do that? And there you go. Sweet. I think with these high damage weapons, I'm gonna recommend FMJ. I know rapid fire is like your go-to with these slower firing weapons, but I think FMJ is just gonna deal a lot more damage to the horde than we're really giving it credit for. I would love to revisit FMJ. I have made a video on it, and it does do something in zombies. It allows you to penetrate more zombies with each bullet, but I'm stumped on how exactly to test it, because damage numbers are very inconsistent, especially when there's like neck multipliers and headshot and limb multipliers. And then how many does it really go through? Is there a hard cap? It's really difficult to test, but I know that it's impactful. I know that it does something, especially after working on the DPS spreadsheet. I could just tell that some weapons are just really good at dealing extra damage to the zombies behind it. And when you have a gun that, let's see, is going to be dealing, what are we doing with that? That can't be right. We're going to be dealing 32,000 damage before we even have dead shot. I just know that for most cases, I think FMJ's is just going to be way better. So now what are we doing? I mean, that's 48,000 damage. Just straight up, that's 48,000 damage. And I don't even know if that was the max we could get to. Let's pop off his helmet. 48,500 before dead shot, and without vulnerability too. That's going to be really good. See, I also think we've kind of lost our way in the zombies community, and it might be YouTube's fault. Like, I might be a part of this problem. We're looking for like the best gun in the game, but guns serve different purposes. A gun like this would be really good at taking care of obviously bosses and elites, but really, wouldn't it be cool to have a second weapon that's really good at taking out, I mean, I guess I do have a second weapon that's really good at taking out the horde, but that's how we we used to synergize weapons back in kind of classic zombies days. You'd have a point gun or a gun that's really good at killing the horde, and then a get out of my way gun where you really needed something to get out of your way. That's a high damage weapon, usually a wonder weapon to get things out of your way. And I think with the addition of double tap and all of these, like the revamp of the pistols and the marksman rifles, I think we're closer to that than we've ever been. Because clearly, if I had like the Grakova or the Maelstrom, this sort of challenge would be a lot easier. But because I've got this really slow but high damaging rifle, it's going to be pretty difficult. It's almost as if you have a weapon that does, you know, 1,000,000 damage per bullet, but then it fires 1 bullet per second. So technically you're dealing like 1,000,000 damage per second, but you're only dealing that damage to one target or a very few amount of targets. Yes, that's technically a crazy powerful gun, but practically speaking, it's going to have some drawbacks, which kind of perfectly describes the sniper rifle class in all of zombies for all of time, except for Black Ops 6. They did a really good job with the snipers in Black Ops 6, except for the HDR. That thing's garbage. And we got an epic ether tool. Okay, well, I'll put that on my Cali sticks. But it's finally round 25. We're here at the Wonder Fizz. Beautiful animation. We're gonna get ourselves double tap, dead shot, Vulture Aid, why not Stamina Up? Oh, and what a perfect time. Oh, I got an insta-kill. I want to wait for the insta-kill to go over to 1. Please keep shooting me, and bam, 60,000 damage. Again, without Vulnerabine, that's crazy. 37,403. That's ridiculous. Again, the fire rate's gonna cap it in terms of like practical damage per second, but man, it's just such a fun weapon right now in the early or mid 20s. Look at that. Just look at that. That's nuts. And again, that special pack-a-punch effect just makes it so unique compared to all the other marksman rifles, and the DM10 is really fun with its special pack-a-punch effect. I love it. I love the weapons in this game. And the fire rate's not terrible. Like, it's pretty slow. But if we just did FMJ, if FMJ did a little bit more damage, which I don't think I've unlocked FMJ yet, so I think that'll be the perfect combo. Plus with the rate of fire from double tap, I think it's just so good. I have double or nothing on, which honestly might be the way to go with this thing, but man, it feels like it sure fires fast enough for me. I know it's just the Liberty Falls Easter egg, but I do love getting tier 3 armor and all of the perks, so that's what we're gonna do. And I hope we'll get like, oh, there's a 0. I hope we'll get like a double damage here soon, so you can see what would double this be. 37, so that, oh, 74, there you go. That's what it was. 74,000 damage with double or nothing. Oh, and against a Mangler, let's see, that was a 0. Let's pop his head off, and then just, wow, that wasn't even a headshot, and that was a one-shot kill. You know what, I'll throw down a decoy for this. Come on, Mr. Mangler, what do we got? What do we got? We've got, bam, 56,000 damage. 56,000 damage is gonna be the elemental damage by default. If you don't know, abominations give you a little bit of bonus damage for hitting its critical shots, just because some of the times it doesn't have a critical shot, so it tries to compensate in its time to kill by making its own critical shot worth a little bit more, so you do a little bit of more bonus damage if you didn't know. Oh, and we're doing double or nothing, so or we're doing double standard, so we can deal a lot of damage to body shots too, which is extra good for bosses as well. And that might be the way to go with this marksman rifle for double tap. There's just so many cool little fun combinations. We're gonna get at least elemental pop, we'll do that. And I think we're okay. I think what I do also want to do, I have a lot of salvage. I've been running what is it, carry-on luggage? I don't know, it's the Vulture Aid augment that with headshots you get extra salvage, and I think it's a lot more powerful than my video first let on. I am not happy with, I've been going back and watching my old videos. I'm not happy with my old testing methods. Hopefully I've gotten better in my testing methods, but there's a lot of things I would rather go back and retest and do a little bit more thorough job. But anyway, we are here. This is the Essex Model 07 back from Black Ops 4 up against the Liberty Falls boss fight. We're dealing like 50, 60,000 damage against special enemies with our elemental damage. Without Vulnerabine, we're dealing like 9,600, nearly 10,000 damage to the body. Everything is gonna be a one-shot here. All these zombies gonna be a one-shot for this boss fight. This might be the easiest boss fight we've ever done. Mangler, let's see what you've got on us. Let's do headshot if we can. Pretty please, there you go. That was a double. That was 111,000 damage in one shot. That's just crazy. Hello, Mangler. Oh, you're dead. Sorry, Mangler. Now, I think I might come out with a video sometime soon asking Treyarch to maybe buff the boss fights of Black Ops 6. I know that's going to be controversial, but with double tap, especially with double tap, and the buffs of all the weapons, I feel like the zombie and the general gameplay, especially after round 30, has been much improved. But the boss fights, I think, have suffered. I think the boss fights were at a perfect difficulty before, and I feel like they're generally too easy now. But that, again, could just be our skill and knowing what to do and trivializing everything. But I don't know. I feel like the Z-Rex boss fight is pretty balanced for double tap because they knew double tap would be in the game. But Patient 13, my man, Patient 13 used to be so difficult. I used to be so nervous, but now he's just so easy. I don't know. Oh, and I should mention, let's go ahead and light these things, these two little candles. If we light them, a secret little hidden trap in here. Oh, that's an HVT Mangler. You could see these fires start coming down from the heavens, and it's a little secret bonus trap. You don't need to do the Easter egg for this. You can just shoot it with some napalm, throw a Molotov on it, and you get this bonus little trap effect, which I think is really cool, and it does help you out. And if you have PhD, you're immune to it, which is awesome. But now look at that amount of damage against an HVT Mangler is really good. That's, I think, at health cap too. That's what a Mangler is going to feel like at health cap. So very, very impressive weapon we got here. I don't know if it'll change the meta or anything, but after all, personally, I just look for weapons that are fun to use, and this is definitely one of them. And I think that was round 2 already. Yeah, that was round 2 already done. Didn't even feel like it. I think we're even one-shotting like armored zombies at this point. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last very long, but we're one-shotting through armor, which I ain't complaining about. That's pretty fun. All right, we've got a regular Mangler in here. Let's go ahead and pop you any second now. Yes, we've got the HVT Abomination. I threw a little Casimir down. Let's try to get that done. Look at that, 2 shots in, and I bet you with the third one, there's another Mangler down. With the third one, if we hit it in the critical spot, we should 3-shot this thing just like so, and we're done. And we're done. That's something truly fun. It's truly special. And we just need to take care of these zombies. We'll pop ourselves a Dying Wish any moment, because Panos here is gonna down us and take our spot. Spoiler alert. And we will be stuck in the dark ether, which is very interesting, especially with the news that we have with Black Ops 7 now. And there's our Dying Wish, and there is the cutscene. It's crazy how this was the first like ending cutscene that we found, and nothing has been done with it for 6 months. Oh man, I hope the story picks up with the next map. So if you haven't tried it by now, if you haven't seen literally everybody else's video by now, yeah, this Essex is pretty darn good. And even if it's not like the best DPS gun in the game, like I said, it's incredibly fun. It's a unique experience. It's a different type of weapon you might not have used before. This hip fire we've seen with like SMGs and LMGs, but having it on such a high damage weapon flows so perfectly with the high risk, high reward of the high damage weapon. I am a big fan of this gun, and the fact that it's from Black Ops 4 just sells me even more, because I am a Black Ops 4 Zombies fanboy. And if you enjoyed this trip back into Liberty Falls, perhaps you'd like to remind yourself of things that you might have forgotten about Liberty Falls, because there are a lot of really cool and unique Easter eggs on here. If you want to check out that video, be sure to check it out right here, and as always, stay beautiful.